everybody, welcome to Garden Sound 365. My name is Garden Sound. This is the show where I write music every day for an entire year. This is my vlog. And just a reminder, if you'd like to hear me talk about music, production, music theory, tutorials, that kind of thing, stick around. If you're just here for the music, go ahead and close this video and open up my music playlist. That can be found in the description down below. So today we're going to talk about depression. Which is not fun to talk about, but we're going to talk about depression and mental health today, because that's what's on my mind. This is something I've been avoiding talking about for a while, but the past 2 days have hit me really hard. It just came in a wave, and so what I'm going to do today is share some stories and some tips that I've used over the years to help me get through some stuff. I started feeling depressed when I was 20, which was a really tough year for me because I was working as a DJ 5 nights a week, probably staying up till 2 or 3 in the morning. And I was a full-time student taking 21 credit hours. 21 credit hours sounds like a ton of work, but it's really not that much work. It's probably comparable, because I was a music student, so the credit hours are inflated a little bit. So it was probably more like 18 or 19 credit hours for your typical liberal arts major. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It wasn't that bad, or at least it didn't feel that bad. But I wasn't sleeping very well. I was probably drinking too much, and it just led to this cloud of depression that found me a little bit suicidal. And that's a hard thing to say, but I've said it out loud before. And I've been to therapy and talked to my wife about it, and so I'm okay now. I don't feel like that anymore. I don't feel that bad anymore. What I did was I cut out some behavior that was, we thought, leading to the depression. Just including drinking too much. So we let it slide for a semester or two. I got through it. Made the dean's list. Quit DJing so much. I was still DJing and still doing that for money. This is for pocket money, really. Because I'm not going to pretend like I had to work throughout school to make it. My parents supplemented my income a little bit. They definitely helped out, so I can't sit here and pretend like I did it all on my own. I did get a considerable amount of scholarship in order to make it so that my parents could help me financially. So I put in some work in high school. And by put in some work in high school, I mean I didn't have a social life in high school. Basically, what this all led to was graduation, having a degree, and graduating at the very tail end of the financial crisis. It was depressing for me. Those are the facts. Fact was that at that point in my life, that depressed me. So I started working there. Eventually I got a job working in customer support for a technology company. It's the same technology company that I still work for. I just don't do customer support anymore. The worst job I've ever had was working customer support at a different tech company that was just slightly less managed. So what that led to was alcoholism. And I haven't been drunk since then. And that was over a year ago. And that was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life. And I am not proud of the man I used to be. I'm not proud of how many people I hurt. I'm not proud of how many ugly things I got drunk and said. Lost friends. Lost a lot of friends. I have friends who don't believe me. I guess I can't call them friends anymore. They don't want to talk to me. trying to keep my composure. I don't really know how it happened, but it did. That's the point. So if you feel like you might have a problem with alcohol, I'm going to put a link below to a quiz that I took that was able to answer some questions for me. About 20 questions, and it'll tell you whether or not you're at risk. And it'll tell you how to get help. That's exactly what I did. I woke up one day and I said, I am done drinking this much all the time. I am done being hungover every day. I'm done feeling depressed. So let's focus on the good part of what happened. After I decided to quit being one of the shittiest human beings I know, I then had to repair. I had to repair my body, I had to repair my mind, and I had to repair my spirit and my soul. And I had to apologize to a lot of people. And I'm sure there's still some people that I need to apologize to. If you're one of those people and you're watching this, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry that I hurt you. Yeah, if you wanna get in touch with me, we can talk. So, just throwing that out there. The positive side was I am recovering. It's about a year and some change since I quit. It was August 20th, 2015. That's why this show started August 20th, 2016, because I'd been sober for a year, and I said I want to do something else for the next year. So that's one of the reasons I started this show, actually. I learned the drum set. I composed 2 albums so far, working on a 3rd. I've started an entire web series. I mean, the amount of good things that came from that decision is huge. It's been excellent for my marriage. It's been excellent for my friendships. It's been excellent for everything. But I still get hit with depression. That's the thing. Just because you quit drinking doesn't mean you're never going to be depressed again. I still deal with depression. It's still there, but it's easier to cope with now. It's easier for me to deal with it now that I got the crap out of the way, right? So now when I'm depressed, here's what I do. I'll write music. I'll go to the gym. I work out at least twice a week now. I'll spend some time with my wife. I'll find a friend and spend some time with them. None of those things were possible while I was drinking. I couldn't cope. I didn't have any mechanisms that I could use to cope with depression. Now I can. So today's video is actually one of my new coping mechanisms. Talking to the camera and saying things out loud really does help. And writing music every single day really does help me. And so thanks for listening. I know this was a very long conversation, not one of my more exciting vlogs, but listen to me. If you're struggling with alcohol, if you're struggling with depression, I know what that feels like. And you might think that there's nothing left, and you might think that there's no reason for you to get up in the morning, and you might think that there's no purpose in your life. But someone still loves you. I still love you. I don't even know you. So, if you need help, get it. Don't wait. You are not obligated to be the same person you were 5 minutes ago. Thanks for watching.